Alrighty guys, welcome back to another reaction video, and today I'm freaking excited guys, because today we are reacting to the Godzilla Rampage, the invasion of Godzilla. Now, this is about to be cool guys, I just know it. I saw some pictures, bro. This stuff is amazing. Oh. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get into this. Here we go. Alright. Okay, chill. We just got in here. Let's relax here, Godzilla. Alright, bad weather. Very bad weather. What the? Immediately? Okay, damn. What the frick just happened? Okay, so we got attacked by something. We were on sea. Godzilla just popped up. Okay, my bad.
We are an organization that searches for and researches unique creatures around the world, even monsters.
Huh? What now?
This organization has been built since 1984, and we have managed to discover and research tens of thousands of species of rare creatures and
that's cool.
creatures around the world.
That's just not...
However,
okay.
on October 25th, 1993, precisely in the North Atlantic Ocean, we managed to make our biggest and most mysterious discovery. In the depths of the North Atlantic Ocean, we find creature that's shaped like dinosaur with spines shaped like leaves on its back.
Bro, that's him.
Appear to be glow. Its skin has the texture of crocodile skin covered in
He looked like a zombie, bro.
Sharp and it has long claws. The creature is estimated to be almost 328 feet long. Our team succeeded in taking some photos of this creature. When we started to take a peek of it, it starts to move and avoid our spotlight. However, strangely, we found dozens of canisters of radioactive waste discarded on the seabed but which appeared to have been damaged by large bites. We speculate that it's likely that these creatures ate the radioactive waste. So far, this is our best discovery.
A cruise ship carrying 1142 people sank on November 3rd yesterday. There are no confirmed reports as to how and as a result the cruise ship sank. According to police information, of 1142 passengers, they only managed to find 831 bodies. However, one passenger was found on the top deck of the ship safe and unharmed. The passenger was still in a state of shock and did not want to say a word. She was rescued and taken to safety. The teams are still searching for the bodies of the passengers and finding out the cause of this incident.
That's crazy.
Around Rockaway Beach told how on the night the cruise ship sank, they heard strange sounds from the sea.
Godzilla.
One of the local residents managed to record the sound and captured the mysterious figure who was caught that night.
Bet. Yeah, that's him, bro. That's him, alright.
Damn. The time has come.
Hey, excuse me, who the freak was that?
What did you see on the cruise ship?
When we entered the lower cabin of the ship appeared to be melting. No, not because there was a fire at all. There was no sign of fire other than in the upper cabin. When we checked all the rooms in the cabin, everyone inside melted together.
What?
Paper bodies are fused together with each other and objects around them. I don't know how that happened. The only fire spot was in the upper cabin. That's strange too, as if a meteor had penetrated the upper body of the ship.
It shot a beam, bro.
And on the right side of the lower left body of the ship, there's a large claw like a lion's claw accompanied by what looks like a body part attached to the scratch. It was like a big, thick black thorn that was bleeding.
What the
What did you see, Ashley?
On that occasion, I was at the bottom of the ship's edge, leaving my friends who had gone out for dinner. But what I remember, a few minutes before the incident, people were cheering names of things like... I don't know. Not long after that, the ship felt hit by something and people started screaming. Things in the ship started to fall on me. I was buried in...
Scared
get
the
out of the
fuck.
but I remember clearly there was something big passing by my window.
Godzilla.
But that wasn't it. I remember there was a big white laser that seemed to hit the ship.
Yep.
The moment I saw that light from the window, my eyes felt like they were going to explode. The atmosphere in the room became so hot. I felt like I was going to
Explode.
Air felt poisonous and tight. And I fainted. I don't know what that light is. But the light was so hot that the entire ship felt like it was going to melt. Even the air felt poisonous when that light appeared.
You said that twice now, Karen. Or whatever her name was. Yo, so it shot a beam through the entire ship. My goodness. Bro, this is too crazy. That thing is huge. Oh, nah. So it woke up, huh? That is the most menacing thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's over, guys. Bro. Yeah, it's over, man. It's in the freaking city, bro. Hi, quit your crying. It's fine. It's not fine, never mind.
Came from the North Atlantic Ocean.
Look at the size of it, bro.
This creature has pushed its way through Brooklyn quickly and now is around Manhattan. And we can see earlier that military troops are getting ready to attack this creature.
Bro, it switched from freaking apartment height to freaking the whole city height. Yeah, that ain't gonna do much, Chief. You freaking pissed it off, bro. You're stupid. Now it's gonna shoot another freaking beam. It's gonna melt everyone together. There's scales falling off of it? That's crazy. It can shoot them. Bro, and it just regrows them. Nah, that's OP, bro. That's like the freaking Shin Godzilla, but then...
Kill this monster. However, all these attacks did not make it stop at all. The military made this monster fall due to a bomb explosion, but it got back up and counterattacked all the military troops. Previously, it had eaten around 7 nuclear reactors around the city. We don't know what he's going to do now that the monster direction is turning back towards New York again.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but it's so over. Look at the size of it, bro. What is it doing? That's some freaking Steven Universe crystal. The frick is that? Oh yeah, bro. Nah. Radiation, everyone's coughing. It's shooting down freaking. Everyone's running for their lives, bro, but it's no use, man. It can shoot balls. Pause. That's crazy. What the frick is it doing with the Yeah, I'm sorry, bro, but who's gonna stop this? God, can you just smite that thing down real quick? Like, we're in trouble, man. Like, what are we supposed to do against this?
I still remember you.
Me? Bro, I didn't do nothing, man. Don't look at me.
This large creature claimed hundreds of people this night. It was reported that hundreds of other people disappeared and were taken to hospital.
I'm hearing two things at once. I can't
In
freaking...
North Atlantic Ocean, eating dozens of nuclear reactors in the U.S.
One at a time, one at a... Okay. Okay, freaking baldy jump scare.
US and killed hundreds of people that day. We start to dig up information about that
Dude,
monster.
that is awesome, bro.
This
I'm
is
sorry, but that
possibly
looks
the same
awesome.
creature that we found in the North Atlantic. The
Can you
origins of
stop
it.
giving...
However, looking at the radiation waste it consumes under the sea, it seems to suggest that this creature did not come to land to kill humans. But
It came to
is
feed.
to consume the nuclear reactors in the vicinity.
Yeah.
This creature seems to be able to detect the presence of a nuclear reactor, eat it and then return to the ocean.
Just eat
But
it and
why
then just
eat a
go back
nuclear
home.
reactor? This creature seems to have mutated due to nuclear waste that is around it. It eats it, and mutates and must continue to eat nuclear material for the development of the creature. But we can't let it go. Over time, the creature can become bigger, and will get stronger. We are still trying to find out its
Nah.
origins and how to defeat this creature. However, we are sure. In the future, this creature will come back to land to hunt for nuclear reactors.
Yeah. It's over, bro.
Just be prepared and stay safe.
Be prepared. Bro, pause real quick. Pause. How are we supposed to be prepared for that? Like, what are we about to do, bro? There's nothing we can do against that. Like, what just happened in those freaking, I don't know how long, 10 minutes? Dude, we saw this thing destroy cities. Well, first of all, it destroyed an entire ship with one blast. Then it came to land, destroyed the whole freaking city like it was nothing, grew like 3 times as big, ate a freaking radiation site, and then went back home. This thing is a menace. Alright, on to the next video, I guess. Alright, this one is called Post Attack.
1 month ago, the creature that we call Godzilla has attacked us.
Yep,
Thousands of lives have been killed by this creature's anger.
that's true.
Dozens of nuclear reactors in America have been eaten by Godzilla,
Yep.
releasing nuclear radiation in the surrounding areas.
That boy hungry.
Godzilla's laser attack not only causes damage by burning cities and splitting buildings, but also causes high levels of radiation which pollutes the area
We
around
freaking
the
heard
laser
everyone
attack.
cough.
As a result, tens, or even thousands of people were rushed to hospital and even died due to exposure to high levels of radiation resulting from radiation from Godzilla's laser. Godzilla returns to the ocean after leaving the chaos here. However, we are sure that at any time Godzilla will return to land again to consume a nuclear reactor during his growth period.
The creature stands in the midst of ending people. What? I heard people crying. Cry for loved ones and for their lives. Then I saw the creature walking without its skin towards the sea. But those of us who saw the creature don't have much time left. Not only because of radiation exposure, but to suffer the next threat. Something like it. Okay, so we just got a little update in between of like it went back home, you know, but without its skin? Excuse me, what the freak did it? Is it like going back into sea to like grow or something? That's crazy, bro. Alright, now we got Godzilla virus. Let's go, man. I'm ready.
Did you know that the food sold near you may have been exposed to the radiation produced by Godzilla? In the current worrying situation, you have to be careful about what you consume. Especially, meat. According to reports from animal health institutions, around 50% of livestock have been contaminated by the radiation produced by Godzilla. What are the impacts of consuming meat or other foods contaminated by high levels of radiation? The risks are cancer, cell damage, and other things.
Well, all of those are not good.
The radioactivity released by Godzilla contaminates the grass and livestock start to eat it. And the results of milk from cows exposed to radiation have resulted in hundreds of people being rushed to the hospital. Meanwhile, hundreds of other people were rushed to the hospital due to eating meat from animals exposed to high levels of radiation and eating fruit that was also contaminated with radiation. You don't want that to happen to you.
Not
Right.
really, bro.
So buy our product. The animals that we develop are free from diseases and radiation.
Yeah,
We
right.
take good care of all the animals we breed and we guarantee they will not make you sick like other traders.
Right,
So
right,
do our dairy products, our vegetables, and our fruit.
right.
And we still recommend that you always wash and cook our products as thoroughly as possible before you eat them.
Because there's still radiation in them. Probably.
Be alert to new threats around you.
What?
Lock the doors of your house.
Huh?
Close all the windows and don't forget to close your curtains.
Double huh?
Always be alert and always keep your weapon with you wherever you go.
The blicky?
If you want to leave
Alright.
the house, bring your weapon and always be alert. And most importantly, wear your mask so you don't get exposed to radiation from Godzilla.
Triple
If you
huh?
find someone out there or inside your house starting to get dizzy, vomiting, diarrhea, headaches, can't control their saliva, please take them to the hospital as soon as possible. All these symptoms are accompanied by the following signs.
Oh, hex nah. Bro. Freaking
Or if
zombies?
they are difficult to control and aggressive, immediately find a room to hide and call an ambulance. This also applies to you. If you experience the symptoms we mentioned earlier, immediately go to the hospital.
Mini
Or if you are
Godzillas?
starting to lose your sanity, lock yourself somewhere, so as not to hurt others. Please be alert and implement what we have just said. More than 30 people reported that outsiders or their family members began to lose their sanity and began brutally attacking their family members. We are still trying to find out what caused it. Stay safe.
That is the most messed up thing Godzilla could have, like, caused. Zombies and stuff, and like your family members turning into freaking zombies? Bro, the damage that Godzilla does on its own is bad enough, and now we gotta deal with freaking zombies and our family members turning into freaking monsters? This is crazy. This is even worse than Bloodbath, man. This thing is infecting and radiation and destruction. Nah, bro. That's a whole list and it keeps going. Martha's diary. Restored diary pages from blank. We survived Godzilla's attack on Brooklyn. Our house has been destroyed. We have lost everything, but we've decided to move our late grandmother's house in New York. My dad is a firefighter. My dad saved dozens of lives that night. W dad, W dad. But one night my dad coughed. Oh boy. Really badly. Yeah, he dead, bro. 1 week passed and my dad's condition became increasingly worrying. His eyes were red, his skin had red bruises. We don't know what happened to dad. We hope dad gets well soon. We tried to take dad to the hospital. But the hospitals around us are so full. Because we had been waiting for a long time, we decided to go back home because dad couldn't stand it anymore. Tonight we were surprised by a scary sound from dad's room. We find dad attacking mom. Bro! I don't know what I could see, but all I could see, my sister and I ran into our room and locked the door, I think. Not long after, my father started banging on our door. He doesn't sound like a human anymore. He sounded like a rabid animal. My sister and I ran into our closet. I called the police. They picked it up, and they will send help. The clock chimes and every time we hear a police car passing by our house, our hopes rise. only to find out that it just passed our house. Bro, I woke up this morning. We can't stay in here forever. I'll go outside to get help through the window. Our only neighbors are at the far end of this dead complex. Maybe this is my last note. This is cooked, bro. Even if I don't succeed, at least I can catch up with my mother in heaven. Bro, she died? The mother died? Yeah, it's over, man. It's over. I'm sorry, man. But your dad just ate your booty cheeks. So he was just camping at the closet? Are you kidding me? I'm waiting for you. Huh? Alright, well that was on a whole different level of messed up. But, guys, we're on to the next video. This one is called The Army of Godzilla. That sounds really bad. Let's get into it.
We have research citizens who are infected with a mysterious virus that is spreading around the United States. After researching more deeply, we find that this is not a virus, but this occurs due to radiation from Godzilla, which causes several people to mutate. When Godzilla's laser attacks Chicago and its surroundings, it gives off such a huge amount of radiation. People who are exposed to radiation will begin to mutate within 2 weeks to become like Godzilla. What also needs to be paid attention to is that livestock, food, and drink are also exposed and can make anyone who eats them mutate. However, this applies if the food is exposed to high levels of Godzilla radiation. So all these things are not viruses, but the result of Godzilla's radiation, which slowly makes your body mutate. This radiation is not ordinary radiation like nuclear radiation. This is more than nuclear radiation. So, to avoid this, keep wearing a mask and pay attention to what you eat. We recommend not eating meat in this worrying situation. And we always remind you to lock your doors, your windows, and close your curtains. Because many mutated people are roaming around the city.
What they look like?
We are in the process of trying to catch them all.
Nah, that's cooked, bro. That's terrifying, man. Is he about to meet one? Is the whole store just empty? What is that noise? What was that? Sir? Sir? Are you okay? Oh my goodness, what is that? What the frick is that? What is that? What? Nah, you gotta run, bro. That is some messed up stuff. National Virology? What?
The patient feels headache, nausea, vomiting and aches all over the body. In this stage, the patient is still sane. Stage 2.
Alright.
The patient begins to lose consciousness, often groans and scratches themselves. Their eyes started to turn red. All over the surface of their skin there were red bruises with small bumps on their backs. Stage 3. The patient has completely lost consciousness. The character begins to become aggressive, drooling is uncontrolled, the skin turns pale to gray, the bulge behind the back begins to enlarge. In this stage, patients begin to try to attack and eat humans.
That's
Stage 4.
so messed up.
The patient's body structure begins to change. A thorn resembling Godzilla's spine emerged from their back. They move nimbly and walk using their hands and feet due to their body structure starting to mutate. Nature has become very uncontrollable.
Look at
and
that,
very
bro.
destructive.
Heck
Despite their
nah.
uncontrollable nature, you need to be reminded that these mutated people are smart enough to find a way to get into your house or hide in the bushes to attack their prey. Even in stage 1 or 2, there is no way to treat the patient. There is no way to stop the growth of this mutation even if you use any special treatment.
There's no cure.
The only way to stop them is to kill them. Meanwhile, there have been several cases of people eating food exposed to Godzilla radiation but not mutating. But as a side effect, the food they eat will start to rot and transform into something that we are still trying to investigate. Symptoms are headache, excruciating pain in the stomach and rectum, vomiting blood, and when defecating there is blood and red clots accompanied by sharp spines.
Sharp, you dookie, sharp, like spines?
Pain in the stomach and rectum. It was said by several doctors that the food turned into lumps of flesh that consumed the inside of the victim's body.
No.
Most of these cases occurred because the patient ate meat exposed to the very dangerous Godzilla radiation.
The food
That's
you
why we
eat starts to
recommend
eat
not
you?
eating meat in these worrying conditions. According to the following data, this is Godzilla's radiation exposure that spread throughout the area. We must isolate the city with the highest radiation exposure from other areas, because we are afraid that the mutated people will start roaming around the city. We have to check the health of residents around the highest radiation areas one by one. If, according to our checks, the person starts showing these symptoms, we have to kill him. Likewise, for patients who are rushed to hospital due to the symptoms of this mutation, we ask the hospital to check the data and kill the patient before something undesirable happens.
That's cooked, bro. You go to the hospital to like get fixed and then you just get killed. Nah. Dude, everyone's fighting for their lives right now. Shooting each other. Where's this guy going, man? Bro. Alright guys, that was it for now. I'm gonna, you know, keep it at this. If you guys enjoyed and want to see a part 2 of this, let me know. In the next video, if you guys want it, we would be reacting to That's Not Our Neighbor. Now that sounds pretty scary, so I hope you guys want to see that. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy and really good. This is like well made, bro. As like the whole lore, man, it's really cool. And yeah, this is another Godzilla that I never want to see in real life on the list. Yeah, so we got a whole list of Godzillas that are complete nightmare fuel. Great, guys. If you enjoyed, sub, like, subscribe, and yeah, have a wonderful day.